Oh, this has been fantastic event. I think to see so many people across all the London Mental Health Trust coming together to think about all the different work streams and what we're trying to do has been amazing. I think the connection in the room has been great. And I think the thing I will take away is that message that actually you want to find out if the shoe fits. You don't ask the designer or the supplier, but you talk to the person wearing the shoe. So I think that's an important message. That's something I will take back and apply to all the co-production projects I'm working on. So it's been fantastic and look forward to the next part of the project.
The thing that stood out for me today is the standards of co-production is not well recognised and it's not clear where to find those and how to live those. So what's really important is to get that out there, make sure it's advertised, make sure people know where to find those standards. Yeah, that's it.
My name is Bertha Majulia. So I recently started as Deputy Chief Nurse at West London NHS Trust. I've been away from London for a couple of years, and today what's really inspired me is just seeing how the London Trusts are working together to share good practice. It was really inspiring hearing from people with lived experience, and actually quite challenging for me as a leader as well of what I can do to support and ensure that co-production is really lived within the trust. Thank you.
Yeah, I think today's been really interesting. There's lots of different ideas and different themes. Some of it's identifying some issues, and some of the talks around problem solving and what the PCT have done to improve those services. But I'm from NELF, and so I'm excited to be part of the Recraft project and all the things that they're doing. And this phase of going into thinking about staff and the impact trauma and how to take care of how do you take care of the people that they're working with. Everybody who does healing, we all have some level of when people are feeling stressed and everybody's tight and a lot of tension. So I think that they're trying to focus on trying to reduce the restrictive disease. I'm really excited about that a lot.
It's been a great morning so far. I think one of the things that I've enjoyed the most is meeting colleagues, networking, getting to see, all of the different pieces of work that people are doing, the opportunity to pinch with pride from other organisations, but also looking at how as Mental Health Trust we all have a shared vision, a shared goal, and how do we all work together. The things that, I particularly enjoyed with the standards that we looked at around co-production and actually being able to look at where are we as an organisation within South London and Maudsley and where do we need to be, how can we learn from colleagues. So yeah, really, really good morning, lots of food for thought.
So I was inspired by the co-production, and we've already done co-production in Nelft, and what I see is that service users working with service providers, working with the community, working with the departments, we learn from one another and we use that to make the services better, to improve the services, to look at areas where it's lacking or there's reasons for more improvement. And we learn from one another also from lived experience. We learn from one another and to make the services to adapt and to suit everyone's needs. We use co-production to overcome ways of work, to use ways of making things better. I can give an example of something where a room was designed using the youth workers' views, using the youth workers actually painting how they wanted the room to be designed. So it's part of co-production for them. It's that motivation and inspiration to create a space that they're going to use with the youth manager and the youth workers. So that was an example I saw in co-production. And I've seen that in Sunflowers Court, I think, in one of the rooms where they've got a lovely view of a meadow, flowers. And when you go into that room, it just makes you feel like you're in the middle of the meadows. And for mental health, straight away, with mental well-being, relax in that room while she was in therapy. That's all for me. My name's Gul Begum and I'm an environment vet for Nelft.
Hi, my name is Nassim, known as Naz. I do work in mental health. I've been with the league for a good number of years now. It helps with my well-being. As you can see here today, I'm isolated. I've been with people, just supporting each other. It was a mad rush this morning, but I actually found it right next to opposite the station. And I know most people from my group, so that's nice. And then if you don't know people, you just chat to anybody, that kind of thing. I think that's it really.
Thank you. What has inspired you so far?
Very interesting to note that Post London, there are very good initiatives to sustain the work that we've done, particularly in terms of trauma-informed approaches. But there's something about what we can share ourselves as practitioners who are delivering that care, some of the challenges that we've experienced ourselves in sharing. Because I think there's a saying that says charity begins at home. So if we look after ourselves, we then have the opportunity to pour from a cup that's full. So I think that's important. So if there's something that I've learned today that I'm going to take away, to be bold, to be brave, to share any challenges with colleagues, and just to really keep on sustaining the good work that we're doing across London.